Hello and welcome into Unrolled Anthologies, a slightly different version of Unrolled Stories. This episode, we are here with a select few of the standard group to once again roll some dice, attempt some questionable accents, and hopefully tell a standalone interesting story. So, Unrolled Anthologies is going to be our canon one-shots set in the world of Elvoria, along with all the rest of our campaigns, whenever we don't have enough to play the primary campaign. So, that's what this is. This is the first one. This is the trial run. This might not never make it to air. If you're watching it, it did. No real announcements at the top. There are the standard announcements. Go watch a proper episode of Unrolled Stories if you want them. We're not sponsored. So, I think it's time we continued telling, or more accurately, started telling our story. We start our story with a troop of 4 dwarves trekking through the Rycleo Valley to the north of the Jade Empire, a region of the Caldruan continent that only Ulrich in the Firebugs is distinctly familiar with. This is a relatively barren stretch of land between 2 tall mountain ranges that has not much lush greenery and not much culture in between it either. Previously scarred from forgotten wars and acts of violence during the Awakening, it has been largely left abandoned by most people other than scavenging tribes that tend to live in the mountains and occasionally come down into the valley. Which is why this 4-person dwarven troop is quite interesting, trekking along the still pretty well existing, if not used, dual road that existed before even the Jade Empire. We will zoom in on our 4 troop as they approach their destination. Hugh, would you like to introduce your character first?
My name's Fafnir the Golden, and I'm going to do a Scottish accent that puts all Chris to shame in this session. And that's saying something because mine's bad.
Oh, that's what it's meant to sound like.
Oh, right.
I don't know how much you want me to go into it, but he's a dwarf, as you might imagine, with a certain golden hue to his skin. Not this one. Who is, he's a wears sort of loose robes with sort of golden scales sort of going up his neck, and probably got 1 gold tooth as well. Quite the charming fella.
I imagine he has been mugged multiple times.
Oh, they try, certainly. They kind of just see him as one big gold statue and think, oh, we'll nab that.
Sorry, yeah, I should have been specific. Unsuccessfully mugged multiple times. Andrew, do you want to introduce your character?
Also walking along is a slightly more wizened dwarf, with sort of a shortish but very puffy outy grey beard. My name is Curie, youngsters, and I'm something of a roguish wee fellow. And I've still got some tricks up my sleeve, so don't you go being mysterious around me, okay?
We're doing a tour of the Highlands and Lowlands.
I've got a dwarven accent from everywhere, so I do. I've stolen accents from places you haven't even heard of.
Look, when I said the dwarves were wandering, so are their accents. It's fine.
The primary one is quite clearly some kind of prospector.
Of some kind of prospect up in them there hills. Yeehaw.
Emma.
So not doing an accent because we don't need that today.
You can barely do Leslie's.
I even do Leslie's.
Real accent.
My voice when I get into the zone. We have Rada, who is a dark-skinned dwarf. She is a. Are we doing classes? Nah.
Yeah, you can.
She's got a. Sure. She's an artificer, so she's got like all sorts of bits and bobs. The most notable of one is her left arm is missing, and instead she has a really nice prosthetic arm that's inlaid with all sorts of like mainly sort of patterns, like henna along the sort of metal ornaments. So, and she's very happy to be surrounded by these people who she can definitely understand all the time.
And last but not least, Bryn.
I am Graf, a slightly taller than usual dwarf, by about, quarter of an inch. Massive in dwarf terms.
8 feet.
That's 12%.
Roughly 7 foot tall.
Yep.
Envy, like.
He has multiple piercings on all of his ears, and weirdly, his
All of them?
knuckles.
Three.
All of them. Yep. All three.
Like a rat has been grafted on the back.
And weirdly, his knuckles appear to have almost metallic caps on them, where basically he's got knuckle dusters that have been drilled into his knuckles.
Horrible. Love it.
Oh.
Well,
Damn.
as this troop that have gathered themselves having found, been hired or whatever means, information about a long fallen ancient dwarven kingdom that ruled the Rigrad Mountains, that existed before this current age of the world did and went silent during the Awakening. It has long been rumoured by dwarven culture that there are many great treasures that lie within, and whichever dwarf can reclaim the kingdom can take seat on the throne. Crucially, the piece of information that you found that you believe no one else has found is that there is another way in to the mountain. The great stone doors are sealed and blended into the side of the mountain. Its vast kind of entranceways lost underneath the shale rock and the passing of time, but you have found record of there existing an observatory room high up in the mountain with a diamond kind of lens built into the ceiling that allowed dwarves to study the stars. You believe this to be a potential way in that might not have been as lost. You have a rough geographical location and you approach the mountain now. You can now see the four of you as you step up onto the plateau. You essentially find a level, large space, having followed up a reasonably carved out pathway that leads into the mountains, eventually stopping on this plateau with nothing around. Your assumption, based on all of your research, is the large rocky edifice in front of you was once one of the grand entranceways into the mountain hall that is now indistinguishable and sealed shut. What would you all like to do?
Have a breather.
Stop here, have a couple of
Let's
drinks.
get my kettle on.
Well, we know this is where we're meant to be going in, so I suppose we should take a bit of a time to figure out a way in, I guess. There'll be some path up.
Yeah, were we told, from our knowledge, were we told to seek out the observatory or to attempt to go through the doors?
You were told to seek out the observatory window, essentially, and use that as a break-in point.
Well, guess we've got to go up then. How do we do that? Can I leave it to me? I'll find the way. Can I do a perception check?
Yeah, indeed.
All right, that's a 10 minus 1.
You kind of look up.
I've got it.
You perceive a small, like, collection of large birds flying around. You know, the Roicleo Valley is infamous for, like, for lack of a better term, demon birds that are, like, capable of picking up wary travelers and taking them with you. You see them flying off in the distance, or maybe they're just crows that are much closer.
Does anyone see that small band of large birds, or that large band of small birds?
You also see the mountain itself, with its rocky things, and like higher up, and just above you, maybe about 200 feet higher or so. That's where the snow begins to start coming down, where the snow level is.
Oh well, I guess we've just kind of got to go up, really. If we think about
can
it.
I climb in with no help? What's 6 seconds around? 30 times 6, 360 feet in the air. No, 330 feet in the air.
Do you have a climb speed as a level 4 monk?
I have winged boots.
Fair enough.
I literally just look like I'm going up a set of steps, like a ladder. And then I'd like to have a look at the mountain to see what I can see. Hoping this gives me a little bit of advantage trying to...
Always showing off.
Make me a perception check.
Hey, Dickie, take some rope with ya.
Oh, look at me with my fancy boots.
Not great. That is 12.
12. The DC does come down due to your vantage point. You don't have like a clear shot of what exactly you're looking for. Two things you do get is that the pathway does distinctly not necessarily end here. That there's like smaller ones that continue off, you assume, to other places in the mountain, but nothing seems to head up any further than this. The other element that you do spot is you do spot what looks like a small, like, crenellation of rocky spurs that is at least enough different from, like, the natural outline of things that is at least something to go investigate. That's still, that is literally basically at the snow line.
You see any crenellations of rocky spurs?
Any sort of architecture?
There's a weird thing up here, but you lot aren't going to have fun climbing up here.
What does it look
Define
like?
weird.
Well, it looks like somebody stuck something in the mountain.
You're a dwarf. You're cunning when it comes to stone things. Fucking think about it for 2 seconds.
Make an intelligence check.
With advantage for stone cunning.
We're cunning about stone, we are.
Leave it with advantage?
Sure.
I'm joking. No, I wasn't. Intelligence check, yeah? 10.
Yeah. 10. It's a rocky outcropping.
It's an outcropping of rock. I don't know what you want.
Oh, these youngsters don't even know the stone under their feet. All right.
Well, there isn't any stone under my feet.
That's part of the problem. Get down here.
I guess I'll use my rope pitons and climbing ability to start climbing up.
Make me an athletics.
Don't suppose you've got one of your gadget thingies that will get us up there?
You got a doohickey.
I might have a doohickey. I just need to check what it does.
I just got a natural 20 on my
Cool, you just start climbing.
Yeah, I use my collapsing pole and like I put it under me, and go like up 10 feet, and then like here we go. Jam it into the small of my back and like my feet against it, and just start hammering in a pit on.
Yeah.
Okay. Watching this, Rado is struck by some inspiration and uses one of her infusions to magically craft a rope of climbing.
Hey.
A rope of climbing. What is a rope of climbing different from a climbing rope?
It does stuff by itself.
Oh, it just goes up by itself. Okay. Well, a rope of climbing, I'm assuming is only 50 feet. You got about 200 feet to climb, so I still 60 feet.
Not. By the way, I'm not hammering in the. I'm using mold earth and just pushing the pitons in. Just like.
So
Go
for
on.
the DM, it's a 60-foot length of silk rope, nothing but the best.
Yeah.
It can hold up to 3,000 pounds. I hope that'll hold 3 dwarves. As a bonus action, you can command the other end to move towards your destination. It moves 10 feet on your turn, basically, so it will slowly get us.
Slowly increment your way up.
We've tied it onto each other and we're just going up like this, like Mary Poppins.
What happens when it runs out? What's your plan then? 60 feet,
hammer
200 foot climb.
Attach yourself to it and then let it go
Cool.
back up. all the way.
I would like you to make everyone who's using whatever method at this point. There are varying different ways. Hugh, you've already rolled. You're fine. The two of you who are left, I assume, to make athletics rolls with advantage due to the climbing rope.
I walk over to the thing. How long did I think it would take us to climb up to the?
It'll probably take a fair few
cool.
minutes to climb.
Oh, cool. I'm just going to walk
19.
over there in there.
18 from Andrew.
19.
Oh, 19. Sorry.
Lord, I forgot about my Wi-Fi. I shouldn't have tried to roll on D&D Beyond. Okay.
D&D Beyond, everybody.
We're not sponsored. We can shred it.
D&D. Oh no, I can't sing that. Never mind. Scratch that. Scratch that.
Do you want to play a game that takes twice as long because you can't find the fucking page you need? Do you want your character sheet to randomly become unavailable? D&D Beyond.
Do you know what I find generally annoying is for this session I've been looking up traps because we're essentially doing a dungeon crawl. The new Dungeon Master's Guide, rubbish for traps. The old one is where they are, and I'm like, where is it? I can't find it.
Get in. How many flasks of oil would I be
None.
allowed?
You're not allowed any. Everyone else can have one.
Mine is literally a battery-powered torch.
I mean, I'm disappointed
you can
that
have
the
a
dwarf
flask
can't
of
see in the
oil.
dark.
You create one intentional fireball at first level.
That was a good adventure. Em, what did you roll? Sorry.
Was it 17?
17. Yeah, that's all fine to say. It takes you guys a few minutes, and you are slightly thankful by the end of it that you do find the rocky crenellations and your monk friend kind of patiently, like Sonic the Hedgehog, I imagine, tapping their winged boot at the top, just waiting for you all to turn up.
Yes.
The sun, because of your positioning on the mountains being on the eastern side of the mountains, sunset is actually rapidly approaching with the sun heading behind the mountain ridge that you are actually standing on. But you all come to this rocky crenellation, which does appear to have a kind of roughly circular shape to it, maybe some 10 feet in diameter in the middle of it, gently covered in like loose rock and snow and ice, kind of.
Clear it with mold earth to make it visible.
What you are immediately, your breath taken away, not only by the thin air up here, but also by the vista that lays in front of you, is an ornate, carved lens-like diamond piece of, for lack of a better term, a skylight set into the earth, lined into the rock, gently etched with dwarven runes around the edge for structure and clarity purposes. Yes, you believe you have potentially found the diamond lens at the top of the observatory.
That's a
Well,
thing
how
of
about-
beauty.
How about we just roll this thing down the hill and cash in?
I mean, as you take a look
Sort
at it
of-
with your stone cutting, it is like embedded.
Well, maybe once we own the mountain, we can sort of
Well,
sell it off.
No, you
once
can't.
we own it.
This is important for academic study. This is how they used to observe the stars.
Well, they're not observing them now, are they?
I thought we were here to start up the observatory again. I thought we all agreed that this is the no.
Did we? I don't remember. I can't recall. Must be my age getting to me.
Man,
Anyway.
Reservoir Dogs ends a lot quicker than I thought it did.
Alright, let's go.
Anyway, let's have a wee look here, and I'd like to have a little investigate around to sort of find a point in.
Roll me an
Or,
investigation. An investigation check.
Or something I can sort of make a way in.
Yeah, sure.
I'll try and tell if it's at all in any form magical.
+5 is 24.
With a 24, your immediate sense is one of disappointment. It doesn't look like this is an intentional entrance or exit way out of this mountain. It appears to be, as I say, essentially a skylight built into the mountain. But you can tell that over the years, this thing was never magically enchanted. It is just probably not literally a diamond, but like high Mohs scale, whatever it is, piece of crystal.
This is just cubic zirconium.
Set in. But over the years, it has taken damage from avalanches, rock falls, other things. That it is showing like chips and scratches and everything like that maybe with the right application of force in the intelligent way, or just a shit ton of dynamite, you could blow it up and get away in.
Well, it's not entirely connected. If we can sort of wear it down a bit, perhaps with some heavy-hitting sort of force, or we sort of exploit a few of these little weak points here and break it down. Or perhaps, given it's rather cold over here, over a series of days, we could apply water to freeze it, then thaw it out, then freeze it again, then thaw it out. That'll sort of break it open.
Every day a bird comes and sharpens its beak on the mountain.
These are all options. Alternatively, who's got the explosive powder?
You mean you want to destroy this crucial bit of history of science?
No, I want to destroy the rock around the crucial bit of history.
Well, in that case. What do we have?
Can I try
I'm now living for the fact that Rada is like a want-to-be like historian archaeologist, and is just like part of like the mining guild that uses dynamite to blow up mountains. Just reluctantly, like, yeah, I've got it.
Playing for once a character with at least neutral intelligence, I would like to think that at some point people have got to come up here, or back in the day, people come up here and give it a good old polish and get the snow off and all that. And so I'm like, well, they probably wouldn't just fucking climb up every time. Can I have a look around for a service entrance or something of that
I will
sort?
say the 24 that was previously rolled, there is no sign of such a thing.
I know what I'm doing, you little young bastard.
Sales clearing or something, man.
The wonders of the previous age never do cease.
Right, any sort of boom powder?
No boom powder.
Tell you what, Hugh, give me an Arcana check.
Ooh. Alright. Not too bad.
Actually, I have
That's
Mason's
18.
tools.
18. Do you want this to be funny or not?
Oh, of course.
Cool. As you're looking around for service entrance, you start investigating the crenellations that are around this space, and wiping your hand along them. And as you kind of wipe your hand along them, you notice that they're inscribed with dwarven runes, and it accidentally triggers it off as a gust of wind just woof, blows you 20 feet along the mountainside. Not off the edge or anything like that, just into a snowdrift. As
There
it
he is.
very clearly clears the lens in that capacity.
Interesting.
Honestly, I did warn him.
Can we work together using our various tools to like try and carefully chisel away around the?
Well, I've got my mason's tools.
I've got a bunch of pitons that I can start hammering in. You know, like the way you.
Tell you what, Fafnir, I'll tell you where to hammer and you get hammering. How's that sound?
Okay, make me a strength check at advantage, Hugh.
Ooh. Hello, is that a strength or athletics?
I'll give you athletics.
So I use my stone cunning.
In the interest of not having a blocker in this adventure.
Well, I guess we can't get in, guys. Let's go back and come back in 6 months with a wagon of dynamite. That is an unnatural 20 with the advantage.
That is what you needed. To like chisel away, you start forming cracks and essentially loosen up the mounting of this lens. With an unnatural 20, there's suddenly like a shift in the crack. You all kind of like step back and you see the lens just like begin to shift and tilt, like gravity starting to take effect on it. What do you want to do?
Under we go.
Before you can jump in, the crystal kind of tips and falls down, shattering underneath, covering the room below in shards of crystal and glass.
Well, that clearly wasn't diamonds.
You see, this is why a circular thing doesn't fall down its own hole. If they'd made this properly circular, it wouldn't have fallen. But they had to go all oblong with it like the elves do.
The elves and their oblongs.
Looking down, there's about a
always elven oblongs.
30 to 40 foot drop down.
Well, I've got 100 feet up.
We've also got the climbing rope that will untangle itself once we're down there. Yeah. One of Rada's doohickeys.
Oi, get the rope, would ya?
Yeah.
Go the rope down?
Rada command the rope to, clink its way down and tie itself to something so we have some stability.
Sure. It ties itself to a railing of some kind down there, and it's a fairly stable rope that you're all easily able to climb down. Who's the first one down?
I'll go.
All right.
Okay.
I'm sneakier.
You head down. I would like you to give me a perception check as you touch down in the room.
That is 16.
16. You look around this room, and it's not a large room. A small number of bookshelves, large flat table for like drawing with you can see like a large kind of like star map arranged on it, among other things. But that's not what grabs your attention. What grabs your attention is the some half dozen bodies of dwarves slumped over on the stone flagstones, and the some dozen to 2 dozen snuffed out, long extinguished torches rammed up against the door leading into this room.
Oh dear, that's a shame. It's a bit of a mess.
Oh, not too bad then.
But yes, come on down, nice and carefully, bend your knees.
No.
I just hop down.
You all enter into this room. You find, as described, a range of kind of dwarven telescopes of reasonable high quality, covered in small elements of rock dust. Large shards of crystal shattered across the floor from your entrance, and half a dozen dwarven bodies at various points throughout the room. Seemingly fairly well preserved, and the arrangement of torches by the door.
Is there any sign of like violence on the bodies?
Make me a medicine check.
When you said like arranged by the door, as in like jammed into the door as like trying to stop it open, or just like arranged by it so their light is sort of bathing the door?
The way that it looks to you is it looks like they are essentially throwing the light towards the door, not the entirety of the room. That is how they've been arranged.
I'm sure.
my D&D Beyond finally rolled it. Would you like that one or the one I rolled with my dice?
I don't mind. Choose whichever one you want.
Well, I want the 19.
I'll take the
that I
19
rolled.
then.
So, 7.
You take a look over the dwarven bodies. There is no major sign of wounding or battle on them. If anything, they look a little, well, they're corpses, so they're relatively emaciated, but, like, there's an open, like, shock and terror more on their faces than pain and anguish.
But they don't know they've had to resort to, like, cannibalism or anything to survive in there.
No, that isn't what it looks like at all. They look, basically, for
Preserved.
having died, unharmed. And not starved.
So he ran out of air.
I mean, that's one theory, I suppose.
There's many torches
As
going.
you're doing that, Rada, kind of touching over the bodies, what's your perception? Passive perception?
Passive,
Yep.
11.
11. You fail to notice the shadow underneath this dwarf. The darkness at the edges of the room just begin to drift in and coalesce around the other dwarves around you. And suddenly these dwarves just begin to, like, pulled almost as the muscles, as the shadows form into muscular nature around their corpses and pull them up. Smoke drifting off them like night and darkness as the dwarves reach up and try to strike you. And
Now, these torches.
Emma, does a dirty 20 hit you?
Oh, what do you mean does dirty 20 hit me? Yes, it does.
You take
Fuck.
4 points
no.
of bludgeoning damage,
And
3 points of necrotic damage as you feel essence of your own life pulled out of you, like your soul is drained a little bit. And I need you all to roll initiative.
whoop, whoop.
No.
Yep, that seems about right.
All right.
I will say, it would have been hilarious for me to have turned up with a monk wielding a battle axe.
Would have been funny.
Oh, Brungy Squire.
Ooh, that's
I'm simply a rogue with a warhammer.
that's not a great roll for you. And that's a better roll for you guys. 25 to 20. Good start.
Come on, Gethin.
20 to 15.
Oh no!
15 to 10.
10.
10 to 5.
7.
8.
Oh, Andrew, no!
And Andrew? 4.
Is that what... Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 2.
You're playing a rogue with no dex. Wow.
I've got +2 decks.
Before any of you are able to
to
react, coming up behind you, Andrew, as you're paying attention to these torches, one of these shadow-wreathed dwarves descends upon you and just slams at you twice with their fists.
Is that you, Fafnir?
That's a natural 20 and a 16.
They both hit.
So the non-crit is a 6 bludgeoning, 3 necrotic.
Yep.
And the crit was the exact same damage roll for 10 bludgeoning and 6 necrotic.
Hey, is that you, Fafnir? I'm just knocked flat on my arm, flat on my face.
The other one will appear up behind you, Bryn, making 2 attacks.
Turns out we all die in the end.
Does a 14 hit the monk?
No, it does not.
The
I
18.
whip my quarter staff up and hit it in the face.
I assume an 18 does.
Yes.
That is 3 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 necrotic. And then it is your turn, Hugh.
All right. I guess if I were to say create a 15-foot cone, how many of these buggers can I hit in the same bit?
You can hit 2 with a 15-foot cone without hurting any of your allies. You can get a third if you hit an ally.
Interesting. I'll tell you what, I'll run up to the one attacking Kuri and I will my eyes flash blue and I'll try and hit it with a shocking grasp.
Go for it.
Natural 20.
Woo!
Woot! For the full maximum 16 points of lightning damage.
As your lightning courses through this entity, the bright light of the lightning is swallowed by its form, as it seems somewhat resistant to the damage.
You bugger, but you can't take reactions, you run away.
It cannot take reactions, indeed. Anything else on your turn? If not, Bryn, you're up. Emma on deck.
Cool. I assume it's the same thing for me if I try to hit multiple ones.
You're a monk. Why are you doing AoE? Yes.
I have burning hands.
For the sake of it, yes.
Cool. In that instance, then.
Oh, actually, Bryn, did one hit you, yeah?
Yes,
I need you
one
to
hit.
make a constitution save at the start of your turn.
Okay.
As you find yourselves in the drifting darkness, pulling at your life energy.
It's not great. 7.
7. You take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to look at the one in front of me, and I am going to punch it in the face.
Go for it.
That is a 16.
16 hits.
Cool. I said punch, so I will hit it with an unarmed strike of a 4 plus 2, so 6.
Do your attacks count as magical yet?
Not a level 4.
Okay.
Level 6.
Bonus action?
Bonus action. I can make one unarmed strike free,
Yeah.
which I will do. I'm going to guess it doesn't hit on an 11.
11 does not hit, I'm afraid. As you go to strike it, this dwarf throws up a hand, and you restrictively actually pull your fist back, aware of that this desecration nature to
Would
this.
I have been able to tell how effective the damage was?
It did feel like you are punching shadows to an extent.
Cool.
Emma, you're up.
Rada's going to reach out with her prosthetic arm, and it's going to sort of light up a little bit along the sort of magical tattoos, and shocking grasp the thing in front of her.
Go for it.
So that's plus 4. Yeah, okay. Does a 16 do it?
16 does hit.
Hell yeah. Okay, and I should have got 8. That's my bad. Oh my god, so many dice. For 1 shocking damage.
1 piece of shocking damage as it briefly sparks into it, but is then swallowed by that light. At the end of your turn, it is going to make 2 attacks against you in response. It just tries to grab
It can't.
you.
Yeah, it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn. If that's a reaction.
No, it's its turn.
Okay, it's
As it literally just grabs you with both of its shoulders and tries to pull you into its distended, shadowy maw that tries to just descend over your head.
Do I need to make a con save for previously being attacked?
Yes, you would actually. Thank you.
Am I going to regret that? No, it's fine. Probably. 21.
Yes, you are fine. You are made of sterner stuff. I'm going to assume a 12 doesn't hit you.
No, a 12 does hit me.
Oh, okay. Both attacks hit.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry, but can I bonus action before it does its thing?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna give myself 4 temporary hit points. Thank you.
Okay. I did roll minimum damage, so 3 bludgeoning, 1 necrotic. And the other attack missed.
And the temporary hit points are gone. Nice.
And then 2, 1 is going to literally just try to grab you and like drag you into its form, Hugh, as it is going to actually try to grapple you, Hugh.
Oh, I'm fucking great at that.
That is a 16 to beat.
I have advantage because of my squatty nimbleness.
I'm just imagining a Scotty dog now.
Unnatural 20.
As this dwarf tries to grab you, you like just nimbly like shift out of the way and avoid being pinned in between 2 different like night shadow auras from these creatures.
Over my hip.
Andrew, you're up. You start within 5 feet. I need you to make a Constitution save.
1.
You take 4 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, I'm not looking good. I think just sort of on the ground there where I've been absolutely battered. Just sort of shuffle my way back against the wall. Right. Oh, you little bastard. And I'm going to cast Create Bonfire on the location of the one who hit me.
Okay. Does it make a dex save?
Dex save, please.
11.
Fail.
I've only rolled 1 roll below it. Sorry, 2 rolls below it.
7 points of fire damage.
7 points of fire damage. As the one that was heavily shocked by Fafnir suddenly is wreathed in flame. It begins to like flicker against its shadowy form, but it holds relatively strong. Anything else in your turn?
And for my bonus action, I would like to hide.
Certainly, make a stealth check.
So I just sort of hit the deck and roll away into the darkness.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 17.
You believe you have hidden yourself.
Shit.
Back to the top of initiative, we have the one on Hugh and the one... Well, actually, yeah, the one on Hugh and the one on Bryn. On Hugh, that is a miss and does a 16 hit you?
It does.
Minimum damage for 3 bludgeoning, 1 necrotic. And on you, Bryn, only 1 will hit with a 22. Again, minimum damage. So my d20 rolls are nice and high. The damage rolls are pretty mid. For 3 bludgeoning, 1 necrotic to you, Bryn. And that ends their turns as they just are descending upon you, and you can feel like I don't know which of you has the highest perception, but I'm going to assume it's the monk. You can definitely feel like these things are skirting the beam of rapidly dimming light in the center of the room, but you are also aware that that light is rapidly dimming.
Do we notice
There is now a fire in the room.
Yeah, do we notice them just avoiding that light or the bonfire light as well?
Yes, the bonfire light as well. It's not like it's hurting them by any means. It's more like they're sticking to the shadows and the darkness where they feel stronger.
Sorry, quick point of order. Forgot to equip my armor on D&D Beyond. So
Okay.
I do have a higher AC, but she didn't put her armor on yet.
It's Iron Man armor. She's just gonna go.
Let's do that.
Hugh, you're up.
Okay. Since this thing tried to grapple me, do you think I can grapple it?
You can certainly try.
Assuming it was some kind of weird shadow grapple. So instead, I'll just do another shocking grasp on the bastard.
Go for it.
It does a what's that? +4 does a 14 hit.
It does indeed.
Oh, excellent! Another maximum damage, but 8 damage this time.
This one's form begins to flicker quite strongly as you begin to see like the actual dwarf underneath the shadow and darkness once more, as it definitely feels like it is clinging on to whatever unlife has brought it back.
Oh, just fuck off, you wazzock.
Anything else on your turn, Hugh? If not, Bryn.
No.
Emma on deck.
Okay. So, you see me kind of just shake my hands out a bit, and then shake them out once more with a bit of kind of think of Henry Cavill in Mission Impossible.
Of course.
And as you see me do the reload, you just see twin fire whips come out from my fists.
Deck.
So that's 1 key point spent. Let me just keep track of that. And then I am going to hit the one in front of me with fire.
Go for it.
Oh no!
That is a 19 on the die.
Hits.
I'm going to spend an extra key point to make it do fire damage.
Sure.
So in addition, so it now does 1d4 of bludgeoning and 1d10 of fire damage.
Make it 1d6 of bludgeoning. 1d4 for a monk at this level is stupid. Take a d6. 2024 did make some good changes, I'll admit.
Well, you told me to use the 2014 one, so I did.
know.
Yeah, it's not great. It's 4 and 1. 1 fire.
Oh.
4 bludgeoning.
You adding your dex modifier to that as well?
I rolled a 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bonus action. That's a 15 on the die.
Hits.
But I don't really have the key points at this level to keep, because you have to spend a key point to do fire damage with this. For 5 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah, as this one too begins to flicker somewhat in its form, and you can begin to see the black eyes of the dwarf underneath the form as this reanimated corpse is powered by something beyond death. Emma, your turn.
Yeah. Rada's just gonna draw her arm back and punch. We're punching with her thunder gauntlet, which is on her other arm. With these guns, and that's I don't know, 14. Does that hit?
Hits.
Oh, thank God.
With this gun.
Yeah.
And this other gun I have.
So that is 8 points of thunder damage.
8 points
And
of thunder damage.
It has if it's still standing, it has disadvantage on targets other than me until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Ending Emma's turn. It is then that one that is going to strike at you. Reeling from the thunder, it reaches towards you with a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Well, I'll take the 20, I guess.
From the darkness. From the darkness, you hear, "Hey, fuck it!" as I cast Silvery Barb.
Hey! Turns it into a natural 6 for a 10.
Yeah!
And I'm going to give advantage to... who does the most attacking? Probably the monk.
But they're all making at least one roll per.
As I assume you say that in Dwarvish, it turns around like hearing Dwarf as some latent piece of animus in the Dwarven nature within it turns to the Dwarven insult, and the fist goes wide of you, Rada. And then the other one is going to... Well, there's 2 either side of the sorcerer, because the rogue went hidey-hide. Sorcerer, natural 1, and a 17.
I said something really offensive in Dwarvish.
Oh,
Sorry.
do a shield.
A large burst of golden reflective light appears and just causes them to step back from this sheer brilliance as it passes off the fist. And we go.
Was it one attack each? Because I swear at the start you gave them multi-attack or something.
They do have multi-attack. It was one attacking you twice.
Oh, okay,
With a
right.
nat
So
one
yeah,
and a-
yeah. I was gonna say it's if this was all attacks and it was just the one, I was I wouldn't bother. But if there's another 2 coming my way, then yeah.
Yeah, there will be another 2 at the top of the round, assuming stuff's alive. So Andrew, from no longer hidden, now you've revealed yourself.
Bum. Like
Actually,
to use
no.
bonus action to hide again.
What did you roll for stealth?
17.
Yeah, they've got a passive perception of 9. You're fine.
So I would like to, given there's 2 on Fafnir,
Yep.
I take out my bow, just like, and I aim for the shaky looking one,
Aim for the shaky looking one. Yep.
and try and bip him in the head. It's a 12 on the dice both times for 16.
That hits, and you have sneak attack.
Yeah. Yep. Get bipped.
Get fucking bipped.
That's better. So that is 12 plus 5 is 17 plus 2 is 19.
How do you want to do this?
So just from the darkness, an incredibly offensive, like, you know when like you meet the sweetest like old person and they say something just really fucking heinous. Just that like has just like gone around the room in Dwarvish. And while everyone's sort of like looking around like, surely not, just straight through the eye of one of these dwarfs.
You see the shadows drift off in that moment, and the corpse collapses back down to the ground. Kind of shadow, like night blood leaking out of the blackened eye socket, and all that's left behind is a corpse left by touched by death itself.
I'd like to bonus action to hide again. So change location.
Make that roll. We will then go.
It's a 19 on the dice. So.
You are hidden as hell. We will go to the creature attacking the monk at this point. I'm batting about 50%. That one of those is a natural 18, the other is a natural 3, Bryn. But decent damage roll: 3 bludgeoning, 6 necrotic.
You're looking so healthy.
That ends their turns though. Hugh.
I guess the next one on top of me, I'll also give a good old shocking to.
grasp.
A 19.
Mm-hmm.
This time for 6 points of damage. Obviously, half to 3.
Yes, you see the lightning
Good God.
course through its veins, briefly lighting up the corpse underneath, spasming its muscles, but the shadows kind of hold strong and keep control over its form. Anything else on your turn?
Fuck on, you bastard. I'll then run 30 feet away from it, behind the monk.
You see it try to reach out towards you, but the spasming muscles of the corpse underneath stop it from lashing towards you. As we go to Bryn, the monk.
Can I hit 2? Can I hit 3 of them with a burning hands now?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think there's enough chaos gone on and positioning of light that they've clumped up.
Cool. Then I will pull my hands together and just. So dex saves.
Dex saves for that one. Natural 4. That one. Natural 5. That one. Natural 2.
Okay. So 3d6. 6. 5. 6. So 17 points of fire damage.
17 points of fire damage. As all 3 of them, you see the shadows coil off them in the bright light and fiery inferno. You begin to feel and smell the stench of burnt dwarven beard hair and crisping flesh, alongside this otherwise stench of existential nothingness and entropy. They are all clinging on, shambling towards you, but very clearly barely hanging on.
Cool. And I just kind of set myself up ready, because that's all I can do.
Emma.
Are they all, perchance, in a 10-foot cube, or a line that's 30 foot long?
For the sake of it, yeah. Either one.
Either one. Oh, that's excellent.
Somehow in both. It's a weird superposition.
That's really impressive.
You know me, I like quantum stuff.
Well, she's gonna click a button on the prosthetic hand, and it's gonna open up. And Tasha's caustic brew is gonna.
Hey!
What's that?
Dex save.
Dex save. I don't think it's gonna matter.
It's an all or nothing one, this one.
Oh, okay.
So it will.
What's your DC?
12.
12. Okay, that is a success. That's a failure. That's a success. 1 failure, 2 successes, I'm afraid.
Wow. What a way to do it. So that will be... Okay. Well, at least it'll work for a couple of turns. D4s. Yes, I have all of my dice in my pouch. No, I will not take them all out to use them at the right time. That is a 7 of acid damage.
At the start of each of its turns, it's take this. But
yes.
it is literally its turn after you, so I will literally take that 7 acid damage, which eats away at the form underneath, but seems to be unaffecting the shadows on top of it as they continue crawling towards you.
Ooh. I don't like that. Well, beneath it is going to continue taking acid damage unless it doesn't push it off.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything to do that. As these two, one comes towards the monk, one towards the artificer after the sorcerer has got behind. On the monk, it's cocked. What's your armor class, Brent?
16.
2 15s. And on the artificer, does a 13 hit you, Em?
Now, no.
No.
If we're saying that she's got the armor on, otherwise
We can say the armor was on the whole time, which is the first time it hit anyway.
Sure, yeah, no, 13 doesn't hit me now. AC is actually 15.
AC is 15. Yes, this other one comes at you and just scrapes and claws at the armor, but the acid eating away at it, the hand kind of ends prematurely and it doesn't quite actually reach you, and you just step away as the acid eats its hand away. Andrew, your turn.
So from my little point of the darkness again, have a look and see how everybody's feeling.
Each of these dwarven shadow zombie corpses are basically on the verge of death.
Okay, I'll pick my favourite then. I will. Who's my favourite? Let's see.
If you go for the one that's going to act next.
Which is the one that's going to act next? Which one looks like it's winding up a swing?
It's the one that is trying to get to the sorcerer. That was shocked by the sorcerer previously. By fact.
We'll go for that one then. That is a 13?
Exactly its armor class. As you fire another bolt through this thing as it's chasing after it, the muscles spasming. It never even has a chance to react to the shot coming its way. It just goes thunk into the chest, and the dwarf just collapses. The shadows disappear into the darkness once more, and all that's left is a corpse embedded with an arrow.
Bonus action to hide. So once again, roll away into the darkness.
Which now means, Hugh, it's your turn.
Now that I'm away from it, I guess I'll instead do a firebolt. Just try and put this thing down for good.
That's a 17 on the stealth, Gethin.
19 to hit.
Hits.
It's the thing. And that was 8 half to 4 fire damage.
You once again feel the room fill with burning hair, but more crucially, the light from that firebolt hits the remaining shadow on this corpse and burns it off, and the corpse dies at your feet, its head lolling to the side, the beard hair burning off in the last few moments.
Oh. Well, that was unpleasant.
Bryn, last one standing.
I take a running leap and try to knee it in the face.
Go for it.
Probably not with a 13.
Exactly what you needed. Roll damage.
For 4.
Its head snaps back, but its arms still continue to reach towards you if you want to use your bonus action to pile drive it.
I will.
You did have advantage on that attack, by the way, Bryn, because of silvery barbs.
Hold on.
So there might have been a crit in there.
No, it was an 18.
Ah.
But that was a 14 on the die.
Wonderful. As you just come down with a hammer blow onto the snapped neck and just cave in the skull as the shadows wash away in that moment, caught by the backlight of the bonfire. Once again, you are left surrounded in an empty room with just the corpses of dwarves that you have now killed previously to whatever killed them last time.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll light my lantern just quickly.
Did anyone think to bring potions?
Short rests
Always
are
think to
also a
bring.
thing.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I had, but you see that I had to go and put the cat out, and well, I might have slipped my mind.
Let's just have a breather, shall we?
I think that might be wise.
I think now's a good time for that cup of tea we were talking about.
Hey.
Yes,
Oh,
nice cup of tea. Nice cup of tea.
You can have your tea, and I just pull out a kind of like a small, like half-liter in our measured thermos bottle. Take off the lid, and you see steam coming off the top, and you have an aroma of coffee fill your senses as I take a swig.
Oh.
When I said tea, what I mean is ale.
It's dwarven tea.
You all take your short rest. Feel free to roll your hit dice, recover sorcery points, recover
I definitely
key
need it.
points,
I'm at 2.
etc.
Hoi.
I am unfortunately a rogue.
Without uncanny dodge.
I'm not a barbarian.
I know, we
forgot how
really
squishy
that
I
fifth level changes so much for all of us.
Fifth level really changes the maths.
Yeah, I also don't get any sorcery points back on a short rest, so I am, trying to keep things sparing.
So roll a hit dice. You're in the act of taking the short rest. The last rays of sunlight that are coming through that skylight fade, and by the end of your short rest, you are in darkness, and it is very pressing.
What was this place called again?
If you give me a second, I'll
Dark
actually
death.
find it.
Dark death killing caverns of death.
Oh. I thought it was Dark Death. Dark Wealth Caverns of Wealth.
No,
Is
you
that
see,
why-
that's a common mistake people make.
Is that why
I'm
all
using
you
all
bought
my-
were giant
all my
bags
dice.
with like the dwarven symbol
money
of
symbols
coin
on
on them?
Aye.
Yes.
What did you come here
Yes.
for?
I got told to come here to look after some idiot with a gold tooth.
Oh, no idea who that could be. I don't think anyone.
Yes, none of my teeth are gold.
Is the rogue wearing armor?
Yes.
Yeah, so Rada's going to spend like a few minutes looking at it skeptically and then like yank a piece off and tinker to
Give you
an
a Kevlar body.
fusion to enhance the defense. So you get a +1 bonus.
Ooh. That's
Yeah.
one leather armor.
You've got
Who-
Kevlar
Yeah.
body armor now.
Just
To answer your question, this place is called Khal Dulgadim, which, if you go
Oh,
check Emma's notes, has come up in Unrolled Stories campaign.
yeah, but none of us can spell it.
It's updated in your notes. Bryn's got it written down. It's relevant.
Has it?
Yeah, not when you're all around. Valid point. But yes, what would you like to do? The doorway remains shut and barred from this side. But what would you like to do?
Presumably, it's the only way
So
out.
the way is shut, is it?
The way is shut. But let's get it open, shall we? Yeah.
Easily done. The door now opens up, and before you lies a single file tunnel leading into the mountains and
Down we go.
what is
Oh,
your
I thought you
marching
were about to
order?
go and out.
I'll go first with my torch or my lantern, even, which I imagine is helmet mounted.
Who's second?
It's a full-size lantern just in your face.
So I'll go at the back,
Oh, it's
mainly because I've
on the
got enough
top.
movement that I can easily
I'll
get to the
go
front of everyone.
second.
Second
I'll
is
keep an eye on this.
Fury, then Rada. Sorry, Bryn, what was your character's name again?
Graf.
Rat.
Graf.
Right.
Graf.
Man, you have so many things that aren't for sure.
Look at this graph.
As you're walking through, your footsteps echo against the stonework around you, and then as they pass down further the tunnel, they become muffled by the darkness. Every so often, you hear whispers in the dark, the moving of shadows, and the call of something deeper in the darkness, flickering at the edge of the ever-burning torchlight you have, Fafnir. As you come to a crossroad of tunnels. What way do you want to turn?
Can I whiff to see which way smells fresher?
Make a perception check.
Well, I can tell you that way is north. Because I have a keen mind.
Every single way smells of nothing. There isn't a smell.
Can I tell from the stonework around us if there's any signs going like, oh, this way to the armory, this way to the bank?
You take a look
Eat
around.
dwarf burger. It's delicious.
It's not what you think.
Take a look around. There's no necessarily signage here leading anywhere. You still feel like you are in one kind of complex, essentially, that wouldn't need it. But the way that like the footsteps track, you believe one direction leads to probably just like an assorted living space. The other two, it's hard to tell, but they all seem to be more like heavier traffic.
Shall we go and just have a quick look in the offshoot one in the living space, just see if there's any good stuff around?
Yes, you stay here. I'll go give it a little sneaky gander, shall I?
I'm pretty sneaky myself, I love you know.
Well, yes, but you are also golden and wearing a lantern. Does wear the sneak
Closes
down.
the lid on the lantern.
And the darkness surrounds you.
Put it back on, put it back on, put it back on.
I would like you all to make a perception check.
5.
5.
6 minus 1.
5.
6.
Not even that I've got a bad modifier.
12.
It's bad, but
12.
I'm also rolling like shit.
Is the moment the lights go out, suddenly your hearing is muffled. And you swear you hear in the footsteps in the dark coming from your right, footsteps approaching of an entity dragging its feet along the stonework as darkness itself approaches. Graf, you hear the passing of a faint breeze coming from behind you, from the space that you have walked from previously, but that is it.
Keep the fucking light on.
How about someone else put a torch on or something like that?
Rada's gonna magical tinkering 5 foot. It's only 5 foot of light, but that's staying on her.
It is at this point that you notice as you do that, because you know the expected aura of this, that all of that light feels condensed down, like it is being pushed on by the outside, and the very edges of it are like flickering against the shadows and the darkness in this space here.
Okay, it's like there's like fog around it. It's dark. Ugh.
As you wander up Fafnir towards the living space that you were heading towards, you're walking along, and then you feel a faint vibration in the room, and a flash of faint lilac light from one side. What'd you do?
I will use my squat nimbleness to backflip away.
Cool. You attempt to backflip away from the Sleep of Ages trap that has been set here. In that moment, a spell fills the space momentarily that attempts to obscure yours and Kuri's consciousness and senses in that moment. I need you both to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh, minus.
Oh,
That takes it to a 15.
I've also got a minus. I also got a 15. I rolled a 16.
Twins.
Same. Twinsies.
Oh, we're both stupid.
What are your current hit points combined?
40.
31. So 71 overall.
71 overall. I need to do a quick automated dice roll. 16 d8.
Oh no.
The entire party gets wiped out. Good job, guys.
The two of
thankfully
you,
it's a sleep spell.
yes, the two of you suddenly hear as the two companions of yours in front hit the deck quite loudly, and in that moment, with the sudden landing on the floor, the torch on Fafnir's helmet,
It's the lantern.
the lantern just cuts out, and suddenly the only light you have amongst you is that small 5 foot around radar, and you can feel the shadows, the darkness pressing in, and the sound of added footprints made of night approaching down a corridor. What do you do?
You wake them up.
Who? What?
I'm talking to Emma, to Rada.
Huh? I wake them up.
Yes. I go and kick one of them in the head,
Yeah, I'm
dragging Rada with me, so we've got the light.
sniffing salt. I can make a smell, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna just try poking them awake to start with.
You wake them both up, and the two of you wake up to a bright light and then just solid shadow around you.
Oh, fireball!
I don't like this.
Straight up.
Straight up, roll me a perception check.
Stop it. 12.
12. You swear you saw a bestial face in the darkness at the top of this chamber that then disappeared in the fire.
Keep like, launching firebolts until I get my lantern back on.
We open his helmet, like open his lantern thing.
And then I control flames and make it like incredibly large.
The space around you immediately brightens up. The sound of skittering of 1,000 tiny insects made of the fragments of shadows and dead fires skitter out away from the light.
All right, you motherfuckers. Can I look around for everything that I think is flammable in this space and like?
You look around.
Are there
the space, like there's a couple of chambers just either side of you that you can see a number of like dwarven quarters where like it sleeps like 4 to 6 people in each one. A number of very dry pieces of like bedding and everything in there, and you probably assume that all the mattresses are also stuffed with straw. This place would probably quite flammable if needed to be.
All right. Are there any like great stone like sconces on the walls or anything like that that have now gone out or any? No.
Yes.
Any central lighting system in this massive fucking place?
Yes, there are a number of sconces up there. As you take a look, I would like you to make, or anyone that wants to, actually, I would like Rada specifically, and Fafnir to both make Arcana checks.
Oh, wow. 16.
Dirty 20.
Both of you look at these sconces. They are not set with fire, because fire in confined spaces, generally bad. These are actually small, highly polished pieces of stone that have each been carved with a dwarven rune for light, essentially. And what is disturbing to you is the commonality of something like this. Like, they are just sconced along here. This place has hundreds of these, you assume. But more importantly, every single one is inert and does not work.
shouldn't happen.
Aye.
Can we polish them? Yeah. Is there any way to recharge? They shouldn't, right?
They shouldn't be capable of being permanently dispelled other than by intent. Extreme intent. They wouldn't run out naturally.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
That's-
transact that plan then.
that's not a good thing, is it?
Yeah.
I would hazard a guess that we might be in some danger.
Yeah.
What was your first clue? The shadowy dwarfs that tried to kill us? The darkness that keeps making noises? What was the first clue?
He is
I
a
mean-
bit slow.
I mean, we expected danger, right? And the shadow things at the start, danger. The darkness making noise is danger on a level that I might need a change of underwear.
Well, prestidigitation. Out the trouser leg.
Behind you, Graf, as the last person in this room, you feel something move in the darkness behind you.
At this point, I had brought out a torch and lit it.
Smart.
Just so that I've got my own light source.
The fire seems to be fighting the darkness around it itself. But for a moment,
Gunfire.
a brief bit of peace. You think back in this moment of fear, you're kind of your excitement of arriving here and then the immediacy of everything that happened. There are obviously stories about what happened to this dwarven hold that spanned the Rigrad Mountains of Dol Guldur. That the stories were that the great Dwarven King sealed the mountain during the Awakening, and then no dwarf ever exited the mountains again. So your theory probably is that if there is a way to claim this mountain for yourselves and unseal it, as is the Arthurian level myth of claiming the seat for yourself, is you must find that throne room.
Well, if I remember, and I'd like to make a history check, a dwarven throne's usually towards the top or the bottom of the mountain.
Towards the bottom. Dwarven throne rooms like to sit at the centre of their domain, so you have everything at the top reaching up into the mountains and claiming the very peaks themselves, and the mines underneath, and they like to sit kind of within that sphere of influence.
Right, well, we want to be heading towards the dead center of the mountain. Now, we entered from the western side.
Eastern side.
The eastern side. It was a guess. And north is that way. So we want to carry on heading west.
Well, let's quickly look around and see if there's any shit to nick. Any stuff we can take.
Roll an investigation check.
Rada would like to mage hand one of the orbs off the wall.
Alright. 17 plus nothing.
With a 17, these are living quarters. There's nothing of particular use, but if you can think of any relative common items that would be in someone's sleeping quarters, claim what you want. No flasks
Sweet
of oil.
shoes!
I'm going to find the oil reserves in this place.
And
I'm
detonate
going to
it.
claim them in the name of the United States of America.
Right, so we know how this ends. When
The United States of the Aarakocras.
I was also going to say, when the firebugs turn up, the entire place is just full of ash and soot on every single surface.
Gonna turn the Rigrad Mountain into volcanoes, motherfucker.
This is going to be one of those times where it's like, I'm sure there wasn't a mountain there before.
But do you continue heading east? East and down.
Yeah. East and down is, I think, where it's likely to be.
Fafnir, do you continue to lead the group?
Aye.
As you're progressing further down, every so often the sounds the silence around you, for the longest time, it eventually fades and you become unaware of the deafening silence of nothingness around you. And then you swear you hear something scuttling along the edges. Bryn, I would like you to make a perception check.
It should be said that, like, down any sort of dormitory corridors or anything like that we pass, I am just, like, flinging a firebolt down it to illuminate things as we go past.
A firebolt.
Firebolt.
Firebolt, okay.
Don't have access to
Fireball.
fire.
A 4.
Oh,
Couldn't roll lower.
Check your messages. As you're progressing forward, Fafnir, despite having a rogue in your party leading the group through a dungeon, you're heading through, passing by various things. Your foot hits as you're walking along a level corridor, hits a flagstone, and you hear it settle ever so slightly into the stonework. What do you do?
See what I care.
I'm gonna flick a coin. Evens. Odds I was gonna roll out the way. Evens. I keep my foot down on the plate, and it was a natural 20, which is I think you'll just say even.
So you're keeping your foot down on the plate?
Yeah.
Cool. As the plate settles down, you're like, nothing. The floor suddenly drops out below you. The floor disappears. Curry, you're looking up ahead of you. Suddenly the light you were looking that was giving you some light down the tunnel disappears, goes down. There's just nothing appearing, and Fafnir, you fall. I need you to take...
No. Can I attempt to... I've got Featherfall. What the fuck am I doing? I'll use a first level spell to cast Featherfall.
Cool. You fall Featherfall. You do see at the bottom of this spikes erupting up. I do want you to just make me an acrobatics check to land.
I will instead take
in
my
between the
collapsing pole.
okay. Fair enough.
So I'm basically like
suspended above these spikes. Like, yes. The light, you can now, that shock of suddenly the light disappearing, Fafnir, you swear you see a leering skull horn face out of the darkness pushing forward, and then your eyes remember that the light is down there and it's still just peeking out of this shallow pit that Fafnir has fallen into.
Oh, for pity's sake. Fafnir!
Joyce, do you want to take point?
Yes, I think I better had.
I'll
Rada, have you got that rope?
Gonna send the rope of climbing down.
It's an instant kill death for me if I'd not thought of something.
Wouldn't have been instant death. Would have been bad.
It's not too of annihilation.
How much would it have been? Was that your question, Em?
Yeah.
Well, it was a 10-foot pit.
Oh, and 10 foot.
But then 2d10 from the piercing damage.
Wait, if it was 10 foot, I'll just use my 10-foot pole to...
Okay, fair enough, 20 foot. Now you've got that. I'm liking the idea that you're wedged down in the pit and you're pulling out.
I'm just...
Yeah. So who's helping him get out?
Right, send the rope down, we'll tie it around the pole and we'll pull him back up again.
Pull him up, and the three of you cross the pit and get onto the other side. Can
we use the collapsible rod as like a little tight rope?
Yeah.
To get across.
Yeah, easy enough for the three of you to cross over. As you continue progressing down the tunnelway. Who's leading now?
I'll lead the way, shall I?
Cool. So Curry's at the front.
Like the way.
Fafnir, you just going straight behind Curry, yeah?
Yeah.
And then Rada behind. As you're progressing forward, Curry, are you looking out for traps now, or are you just progressing blindly? Please make me an investigation check as you continue your travels further down.
That is a investigation 18.
Investigation 18. As you're progressing...
Also, I have a feature, Gethin.
Oh, cool. I like features.
From my background. Because I am an urchin. And the feature of urchin, if I could find it on D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond, everybody. There we go. Background. City secrets. I know the secret patterns and flow to cities and can find passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss. When I'm not in combat, I can travel between any two locations in a city twice as fast as the normal speed would allow.
Wonderful. That does help a lot. You start progressing.
Criminal contact in this place.
It's still a dwarven city.
Seedy merchants.
You're relatively with that. As you progress through, successfully spotting and navigating various other trips, potential hazards, you eventually reach a point where you think you are approaching the throne room, and you spot on the path that you're on, no other paths around, but you spot up ahead a statue of like a coiled drake or scaled salamander-esque entity sitting above a doorway leading into what you believe to be a large chamber. That you take one look at that and go, there have been loads of traps.
That's a trap.
Yeah, that's your vision of like, what do you want to do?
That thing looks fucking suspicious. Right.
It's actually purely ornamental.
Well, can I surmise from the appearance of the drake whether I think it's going to be more likely sort of potentially fire or, say, acid-based, or is there like an indication as to what the trap may be from my knowledge of dwarven traps?
From this distance, I would like you to make me a perception check, but you can do it at advantage.
Can I make a nature check to try and tell what kind of dragon it was in life?
You can indeed.
Perception is +1, 16.
A 16. With a perception, you kind of look at it and you can see the scorched nature of the jaw around it. You do believe it to be some sort of fire-based trap. To answer your nature check, Fafnir, it is what is colloquially known as a magma drake in kind of dwarven cultures, but it is essentially more of a salamander. It's not really part of draconic lines, but fire-breathing lizards that live in the mountains.
Fafnir, I might need your help with this. You're a sort of fiery one, aren't you? I forget with you dragony types.
You do also have a very fast dwarf in your party.
So fast they've disappeared.
Yep.
Actually, you turn around and Graf's gone. And at this point, you realise that you haven't heard Graf talk for like a good hour or two.
Okay, who forgot the buddy system?
He's dead. He's gone.
I guess that one's on me, but I swear he was right behind me.
And
Graf, where are you?
Well, was he there at the trap? Do we remember if he was there at the trap?
Roll me a, I guess, history check. Low DC, considering it was fairly recent history.
6.
6. You were too busy climbing out.
Yeah.
16. No, you
Plus
think about it.
history. Is that anything? +2.
Only 3 of you crossed that pit trap.
Oh, he fell in on the way over. He's dead.
Not that emotionally invested in this character at this moment.
Was he ever real?
Yeah, exactly. Do we have any empirical evidence that he ever existed?
You know for a fact he existed.
Well, is that empirical, Gavin? The mind is fallible.
He was hired to look after Fafnir, so I've got the receipt somewhere, probably. I'd like to reach my hand into a...
And a guest to come and open the city again.
I don't think so. I'm just going to reach into one of my little bags, and my arm just sort of keeps going in and in. And I bring out a little receipt, sort of Graf to look after Fafnir, 1 gold per 1 gold per month. I mean, he existed.
Fucking hell.
Well, to be fair, he didn't know how long the contract would last. I got him with that.
Do we need to go back? Is that, and there's no sign of his light, because he said he was going to have a light.
Nope.
Right.
But in front of you is a trap and what you believe to be the throne room you were here to find.
Right, well, I didn't really want to use this, but I guess for the meantime, I'll reach into my little baggie again. I'll pull out a gem. Okay. Oh my god, Isabel!
With the beast.
And I sort of whisper a word in Dwarvish to it, and it lights up. It's a gem of brightness.
That would have been so convenient.
The brightness
It's old!
echoes out and pushes back the darkness stronger than anything else that you've had in this moment. But even then, you immediately begin to see this crystal begin to flicker as this darkness is set within the stone and very air itself. But rays of this light reach forward down the corridor far enough and enter into this large doorway-esque kind of archway that leads into a large room that you can see as the light peters out in the other room. That other room is large with many columns and other features set within it. The kind of grand hall that a dwarven king would rule from.
That's where I want to go. I just need to work this trap. So, Fafnir, you're somewhat fire resistant.
Aye.
Can you make your way over towards that door, but carefully?
Careful is my...
I need to know where the trigger is, so,
Only
carefully, but
Fafnir.
not too carefully.
Fafnir, careful, golden tooth.
I know for
Attentively.
Fafnir, how do you go about
like-
approaching a trap carefully? I just need to understand this a little bit.
On tiptoes.
On tiptoes.
Maybe tie the
Cool.
rope around it.
Please
Just
I
make
also like... Can I try and... Whoa there! And try and persuade the dragon if it is indeed a dragon.
Oh, you want to do this as a persuasion check? Sure, make me a persuasion check.
Alongside also like... like...
Make
What
me
the fuck
a...
is he doing?
I do
Make-
add
make me-
double my proficiency to persuasion checks against dragons, so...
Cool. It's not actually a
Speaking in
dragon.
draconic.
It is a statue.
Well, that's a 24, so...
What the fuck is he doing?
Ooh, I don't know.
You think you're very convincing to... If it was a gargoyle, it would maybe listen to you. You're that convinced. Roll me a perception check to spot the radius.
The fucker. Right. 19 minus 1.
You kind of like step up, and this time, having stepped on one of these pressure plates that are built into this trapped corridors, you can spot a handful of flagstones that like cover the entranceway to this stone that you would need to avoid
And I see
to step
the
in.
shadow of a person. Oh, think I know where not to go.
Oh, there's a pile of dust here that looks like ash.
Oh, that one had a silver tooth.
You can have a silver tooth, I'll give you that.
So far, I've made 0 profit on this venture.
We found a silver tooth.
We're going to make so much profit when we own a mountain.
Yeah.
And I'll be a benevolent king.
All right. I'll keep forward then. Actually, can I? I've got thieves' tools, and I am proficient with sleight of hand. Can I try and like tease up one of the pressure plates to try and see if there's any like connecting wires beneath to where they need to go?
Daphne, what are you doing?
Make me a thieves' tools check.
So we can do this.
I said find the triggers, not... Oh!
21.
21. You successfully, with your inherent understanding of Storm as well, able to lift up this
Storm.
flagstone. And what you find underneath is a dwarven rune that you believe to be connected to that statue that, when depressed with the stone, triggers the statue. So it's not necessarily like pneumatic or anything like that. It's purely arcane.
Yeah. Runes. Not my thing. How far is this little pressure plate area? Like,
So each pressure plate is only about it's the size of a large flagstone. Let's, for the sake of D&D argument, say about 5 foot square.
So what I'd like to do is, right, Fafnir, keep your eyes on the stones. and I'm going to mage hand over like a little daub of like ink, basically, like a little like brush with ink.
You successfully mark up the three or four flagstones that are required, and you can very easily now, should you wish, hop and jump between the spaces to get through to the doorway without triggering the trap.
Oh, perfect. Right. Before we do that, should we go and find our erstwhile companion who's probably been eaten by shadows?
I will say this. As I say, the point that you thought back to was that pit trap where you don't remember seeing Fafnir cross that pit trap.
Yeah.
That pit trap was about 2 hours ago.
Oh, we're bad adventuring friends.
We are not a very...
Jesus Christ.
We really have to get better at our situational awareness, folks.
Particularly
We'll have to work on this when I'm king.
It's whenever... it's whenever...
Ah, yes. King
God,
for a day.
check their phone. We need to pay extra attention.
Well, it only makes sense for me to be the king, because I'll have the shortest reign otherwise.
Exactly.
Then when I die, Fafnir can take over.
Oh, this is sexist.
And then I shall become the dragon under the mountain.
They did say king to be... King in dwarven societies is a gender-neutral term.
And also, it less means like hereditary ruler and more means senior engineer.
I assumed that you rather would be wanting to be all the sort of science and the historical stuff. You don't want to be tied here.
I'm king.
You want to be out exploring the world. Well, if you want to be king, you can fight with Fafnir for it.
Well, I guess
All
that's
right.
So is the
Sorry, carry on.
Well, yeah, I think we're both going to say the same thing. Graf's missing.
Yeah, to understand your point, Gethin. Yes, it was 2 hours away ago. Are you saying that in a way that's like, don't bother going back? Because Bryn is right here. Bryn is still here with us.
Above table, I've spoken to the player about the player character.
Yeah.
And he's not playing Pokemon Go right now, so he is somewhat engaged.
I don't know what he's playing right now.
No, I've got
play the
Total
long game.
Warhammer up on the thing screen behind you.
Let's just hope that he's gone down some other route, I guess.
He's always getting lost. He'll find his way here eventually.
Curry, now you've approached the doorway, though, you can see... I think all of you can see, to be honest. Like, your gem of brightness is not the only thing adding faint rays of light to this room. There is a dim but consistently pulsing blue glow coming from the back wall of this chamber.
Right, well, carefully, folks, carefully. I'm going to make my way in, leading the way over towards the blue light.
As you wander
How
in...
much damage do I take?
Please make me a constitution save. No. As you wander in and through this space, this is a large grand hall that would have been used for feasting and celebrating and holding dignitaries and all of those kinds of things. But what it is now is the signs of a battle. There is a number of dwarven bodies lying around, very similar to what you found in the observatory. Most of these, however, though, are arranged in weaponry of some kind. Pouches affixed to their belt, each one with like 3 or 4 leather pouches strapped to the sides of their belt, and then axes and hammers in hand, and pickaxes, and shields of some kind, arranged around the throne that sits at the back of the room, with its gently pulsing light coming from just behind where the legs of someone sitting on the throne would be.
Historically, what sort of stuff would be in these pouches?
Do you want to take a look?
No, I want to go from a historical point of view.
Okay. Make me a history check.
Bodies.
Make me a history check.
And also, I'm a dwarf. Do I get some sort of advantage for being a dwarf?
Dwarf knowledge.
Well, what was in the king's personal pouch?
Yeah, exactly. 17.
17. Most of these come off as, it's not even necessarily tradition. It's just like common sense. It's these would be like coin pouches. That's what essentially they are. What's odd about it to you in this moment is just like, why would someone have 4 that are so like clearly on display when you're in the middle of a battle? Is what you find slightly odd about it. I think you can also tell from looking at it in this moment, none of them are holding like the solid metal of coinage. They are much more like sagging, like material sitting in there of some kind.
Only they knew we'd be coming. Got 4 bags ready for us.
There's only 3, so we get an extra one to share. Anyway, this blue glowy light.
Yes. Is there a way to
take a look at it?
Yep.
You take a look at it. It is very clear. At an immediate glance, this throne has huge numbers of dwarven runes etched into it, of all varying things. Obviously, your standard like command, ruler, wisdom, and benevolence, like all of the things that would befit a king. And then also inscribed within it are very powerful enchantment style runes that shape and invoke a level of gravity and power into the rock itself. And in the center of this all where this pulsing blue light is a octagonal device or setting with a stone, octagon stone, almost key set into the middle of it. And when you glance at it much closer, that rock has been like put in there, and then it looks like a hammer has been taken to it to crack it intentionally to stop it ever being removed.
Right.
Elsewhere on this throne platform, there is the body of, you assume, the Dwarven King, dressed in fine battle plate, a crown kind of jaunted off his head from where he fell in battle. An elderly figure next to him grasping a kind of ancient-sized tome, and varying kind of like honor guard, fighting on the final steps.
Rodda is going to get the rope of climbing to loop itself around Fafnir, as we're missing a graph, to stop Fafnir from going towards the crown. Just like a warning, like a barrier.
However, because I'm there, can I try and gently remove the crown?
You gently remove the crown. Your mage hand. You pull this beautiful band of gold, iron, and gemstones off the crown. You now have in your possession the Monarch's Fortune magic item. If you were to put this on your head, when an attack hits you once per day, you can decide it misses.
I'm putting that on my head.
Oh, dang. It starts.
Anything else you want to do?
Well, when he approached the body, did the shadows do anything?
Nothing immediately.
Gonna get the book.
Yeah, only get the book. You prize the book out of these almost mummified hands, and what you find is the record of Dul Gadim. I assume you give it a brief read. Yeah. Gandalf in Moria. The early pages are obviously of the hold itself, but you instinctively flick to the back to find out kind of more what happened. What you find in here is an account of the events that transpired in Dol Guldur during the awakening itself. It speaks of the runic enchantments beginning to act asynchronously. Previous stalwart runecraft fraying at the edges, overpowering, underpowering, and the combinations therefore sending entire artifacts of wonder completely haywire as the enchantments interfere with each other. It then talks about the brazen assault of the Dark Elves in this moment, clearly having waited for the moment that Dol Guldur was weak, and they assaulted from the Underdark up through the mines. It talks of the brief skirmishes, and then the confusion of the dwarves as the Dark Elves didn't seek to fight and claim territory, but to fight, break through the dwarven shield walls and escape out of the mountain, out into the valley and northwards from there. And then it talks about the shadows that came behind. The darkness creeping up from the mines and the howls of something beyond the mortal realm echoing through. The claws of horned devils the size of golems that filled entire rooms with their terror and scale, crawling along limbs and skittering in dark corners of chambers, eating away at the bones of those that were left, screaming and deafened by the passing shadows in the corridors. It talks about how they stumbled upon, by sheer fluke, the jewel repositories of the dwarves seem to be almost avoided by these entities. Quick experimentation revealed that diamond themselves seemed to thwart these beings or was capable of harming them in significant ways. It talks about how the entire wealth, the gathered wealth of a dwarven empire through centuries in the making, was crushed down into dust to arm its soldiers in a gallant last stand against the shadows. And then it talks that the shadows were coming to consume their souls and claim the lives of the dwarven kingdom, and talks about how the king made the final act to seal the mountain to save anyone else from facing the shadows and damning the shadows in the darkness with them. And then the book ends there. And at that point, Graf wanders into the room.
Oh, I told you he wouldn't go. I told you he'd find his way here. Graf, my boy, how are you doing? Where did you go?
Bro?
Other thing.
Are you behind us? Has he still got the light on? The torch?
He is not holding a torch in his hands.
He's
But
just...
it looks like him.
Well, get them now. That's not the description I wanted.
Sort of shine my light over towards him.
Yeah.
Graf, what are you doing lurking in the shadows there? Come on.
Are we shy?
Got things to do.
I take a step and then I'm just next to you.
Oh.
You move fast.
Make a perception check, both of you.
It's monk shit.
13.
12.
All of us.
Yeah.
8.
Curry, you're the one that notices it as he moves up, because he comes right up to you and you see into those eyes. They're empty voids of black.
Ah.
Fafnir, you see standing behind him, the blazing light almost like burning off him, shadow tendrils pulling and acting as pulleys on the muscles, pulling away from the gem of brightness that is currently active.
Can I do a quick medicine check to tell if he is dead and being puppeted or if he's still alive in any way?
Sure, make me a medicine check.
Is this a corpse?
Oh, that's a 17.
17. Your immediate assessment is he is not dead. He is dying rapidly and being consumed by the shadow from the inside out. And then there is a roar that echoes through the stone from the power of the void itself, from below the earth and from the deepest regions of the night sky. An echoing roar echoing around from the various tunnels that enter into this space erupts and deafens the silence that was in this room as Graf's head snaps. And in that moment, other shadows around the room, curling around from where the Gem of Brightness's weak rays were lancing out, holding on, appearing up behind the pillars where the shadows formed. Varying other entities begin to rise as coalesced swarms of shadows reach out towards you to begin to consume, and loping out of the darkness, a broad-shouldered beast made of shadow and night lumbers towards you with thick, heavy paws stepping upon the flagstones. And I need you all to roll initiative, including you, Graf, please, as you are now a monster.
No.
Natural 1, baby.
Oh yeah.
He's still on our side.
Oh no! I rolled a 9.
How's that? How'd you go from natural 1 to a 9?
No, natural 1 was probably what caused me to be possessed.
Oh, right, yes. Natural 1 on a perception check. I just need to roll a quick couple of initiatives on my end. Give me a second.
Quick couple of keys. He's still rolling. He's still rolling. He's still rolling.
When you say his head snapped, do you mean his neck snapped and he's dead now?
Yes, the life has fully taken from him.
Alright.
Oh. We can fix that still, right?
Bit of spit and polish.
Mental.
Like a plaster.
25 to 20.
22. Natural.
Nice. Well done, Fafnir. 20 to 15.
19.
16.
Oh, nice. That is Curry. Right, that does mean that we have a very weighted initiative, essentially. Whereas all of you go, then everything else goes. Bryn, what did you roll?
10.
10. Okay. And then... Cool. Fafnir, you are first to act as Graf goes to lash towards Curry's throat.
You've got this, right? Good. And then, how many of these things can I fit in a 15-foot cone?
Unfortunately, right now, this is a large space, and the shadows were pushed back by the Gem of Brightness, so really you can only kind of catch one of these, for lack of a term, swarms of shadow that is heading towards you. Or the well, no, you can't get the large beast yet, it's too far away from you with 15-foot cone. You could move towards it, but that's up to you.
In which case, I will wait until I'll... Oh, wait, no, it's a bonus action. Oh, it's only a bonus action. In which case, I will bonus action cast Dragon's Breath upon myself, fire,
Nice.
and then hold my action until a sizable chunk of them get within my cone.
Okay. You feel the heat begin to billow out of your mouth. Flames lick up the side of your maw, of your beard, essentially. That ends Fafnir's turn. Curry.
I would like to hold with my gem as I see. Oh,
Are they within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
I have to make a Constitution save.
Roll
Do
a
I?
con save.
8.
You take... Oh no, it's just 1. You take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Ow! I'd like to hold my gem in his face. As I shout another dwarven word, expend 5 charges, and make a 30-foot cone of blinding light blast out the gem.
Okay.
Not even magical, it's just...
Each creature must make a saving throw, as if each creature has to make a DC 15 saving throw or become blind for a minute. They can repeat the save at the end of their turns.
Okay, Bryn.
What's the DC?
15.
That's an 11, and was it a con?
Constitution.
15.
Damn.
And the swarm
I'm
behind
not a
him.
monk anymore, bitch.
The swarm behind him of shadows also manages, like, literally just diverts around like a swarm of locusts. Just this shadow dissipates around the beam that's around and then coalesces back around it as it rolled a 19 con save.
Damn. In this flash, I sort of toss the gem to Fafnir. And I'd like to use my bonus action to hide. I'm going to move away from...
Jump behind the throne.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Bryn,
going to
you get
move
an
away
attack
from Graf, so
opportunity.
Graf does get an attack on me.
Alright. It doesn't count as a multi-attack, does it?
No, it's just one single weapon attack.
That is 11.
That's a miss.
That ends Kuru's turn. Rada.
And my stealth is a total of 22.
22. I think that hides from everything in this room. Yes.
So I just sort of hold up this flash goes off, and when it comes back, sort of the gem has dropped into Fafnir's hands, and Kuri's just gone.
And now, Fafnir, you're the entity of light that all of these things of shadow and darkness want to consume. Have fun with that. Rada, you're up. Rada, it is your turn, as there are shadows approaching from multiple angles. There is your former friend now wreathed in shadow, other than the blazing light from the gem of brightness. One of your other friends has disappeared entirely into the darkness as well. You hope that's because they're really good at sneaking, and not that they've also been taken.
Oh yeah, I'm using that one doing it.
It's your turn. What do you do? Oh, and there's a giant, and there's also a beast made of shadow that is rapidly approaching, like a feral gorilla / rhino / tiger.
How far away is it?
From you right now, let's say, because it's interesting, about 40 feet.
That is interesting. I haven't seen what this thing can do. So this could be a very stupid thing I'm about to do. Fuck it, we ball. Gonna move towards it and then dash to make up the rest of this distance.
Okay.
And because I have dashed, I can use my feature that I took instead of Fey Touched, which would have been smarter. Not feature, my feat of Charger, which means that I can make my melee weapon in. I'm going in fist ahead of me, like.
Go for it. Make me an attack roll.
The single least, one of the least taken feats, except for Dungeon Delver.
Dungeon Delver. Natural 20? Fuck yeah.
I was going to say
Emma,
Skulker.
roll the con save.
Oh yeah, Emma, you were also within 5 feet of your former friend
Graf.
at the start of your turn.
Hey, fuck you, Graf. Ugh.
This is why we only paid you 1 gold a month.
We
A
13.
13. Yeah, you're fine.
Carry on. Roll me your damage for your punch. One punch man.
Like, he just kills it. Just like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I know it's a D8.
Yeah, it turns out it was weak as shit. Who knew?
To the
Never
two.
once got into an actual fight.
So that's 10.
10 points of thunder damage, yeah?
Yep. And what were the other things that this did? I think it just can't make. No, it has to hit me. Is that right?
Yeah, there is a resonant thunder that echoes back against the almighty infernal abyssal roar that echoed through the chambers as you punch this beast, and it's physical in a way, but at the same time it like dissipates around your punch, and you fear that it has not hurt it as much as you would have initially hoped.
This motherfucker.
And
I disseminate that knowledge.
at that point, because it's more narratively interesting, I'm going to switch the initiative order of it and the Shadow Swarms, just because it's more interesting, as it like coalesces around, and it coalesces its face around your arm and is going to make a despoiling maw attack on your arm. That is a 7. As the thunderous energy is still there as it crashes down on the thunderous energy and saves the arm. It is then going to swing in with its claws in that moment for a 16.
That will get me.
For 5 points of necrotic damage. As it rampages against you. And then the swarms descend in. One of them... well, there's actually... one of them, you've actually moved in far enough, Emma, so one of the swarms is going to literally descend over you, and you feel the light from the gem of brightness from behind you just disappear as you find yourself in complete shadow, overwhelmed by this swarm.
And then it gets...
Still got light on her.
And then it makes a dexterity saving throw against a dragon's breast.
The ones that will be coming to you will be.
I want to get as many as possible into it.
But this one is coming over Emma and is going to rend at you, Emma, with a 21 to hit you.
Oh, yeah.
As what you are currently experiencing is essentially the Vashta Narada.
I knew from the first, when we set foot in that observatory, I was like, this is the fucking question.
20 points of slashing damage. And 5 points of necrotic damage.
Damn.
2 swarms descend upon you, Hugh, because you are holding an entity of brightness that these creatures love to consume. They are going to act, but first of all, your fire breath erupts out. Dex save. Natural 20 for one of them.
No, it isn't.
Didn't know whether you had it.
I cast silvery barbs from the darkness.
Do you reveal yourself?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. It did decrease it to a natural 19.
I'm going to give myself advantage.
The other swarm then rolled a natural 20 as well. I'm sorry.
Takes 8 points of fire damage.
8 points of fire damage.
Advantage.
Each of them take that down as you see them flicker. And then... is your Gem of Brightness currently casting like a daylight spell, or is it just light, Andrew?
It's not
just
my
light.
thing.
Just light. Cool. One of them is going to use their action to dash to get on top of you, Fafnir, but can't rend into you. The other one is going to use its consume light feature, and the Gem of Brightness goes out.
Cool. Still got my fucking lantern on my head, though.
Then it is Graf's turn.
Who can I see? I can see all of them, right?
You can't. Yes, you can, because Curry.
Well, you know
themselves.
the direction I'm in because I spoke.
Yes.
I'm not clever. Who is the one closest to me?
The one closest to you is Fafnir, who also has a light source, which you hate inherently.
Then I'm going for hit. My intelligence is 6. I'm going for the person closest to me who also has light.
Go for it.
So I charge, doesn't do anything, and then I will attempt to clobber you twice in the face.
Cool.
That's a natural 17 on the die.
4.
21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It is for a total of...
But now you get an attack.
5... Yeah, I know. 5 bludgeoning and 4 necrotic.
Why are you more useful like this? We would have paid you more than one gold.
I know. For the second attack, 17 to hit.
I'll shield.
Shield thrown up.
Then that is me done.
In that moment, I'm going to just use that as a reasonable excuse to do something that I forgot to do at the start of the swarm's turns, before they extinguished any of the light. That burst of light extracts the last elements of light out of the gem before it's fully consumed, and each of the swarms would have taken 4d6 radiant damage at the start of their turn. Since it's your gem of brightness, Andrew, I would like you to roll me 4d6.
Is 21.
21.
No.
21 or 46?
Sorry, 19.
Damn.
19, sorry.
19.
I did maths wrong.
They're also currently within the light of my lantern.
Yes, but that, due to the very air around here, is technically dim light.
Is the light from in all, like, for all intents and purposes, the light cantrip that Rado cast much earlier, that does not affect them?
That's also dimmed. I'm giving the gem of brightness, considering that's like its whole thing,
Yeah.
is slightly stronger, but other like cantrip levels is much diminished. They also technically had disadvantage on their attack against you, Emma, but I just rerolled that. That was a natural 18, so it still would have hit on the attack against you.
I mean, it's not fine. It's bad.
Fafnir, it is your turn. You have a swarm that has surrounded you. You are surrounded by darkness and your guttering candle barely holding on, and another one that ate the light of the gem of brightness.
Cool.
And Graf.
Yeah, you can. So maybe I can hit all three of them with a cone.
You can hit 2 with a cone, just due to the position. You definitely hit the swarm that's around you. It's then deciding which direction you point the cone at Graf or the other swarm.
Cool. So there's no way of moving around Graf to get all of them within the same, but taking attack opportunity.
You can take the attack of opportunity from the swarm you're in if you want.
Yeah. How long does a shield last again? Is it until the end of my turn?
I believe it's till the start.
Till the start of your next turn.
Oh well. I'll do it anyway.
Attack of opportunity on you. Natural 4.
Cool. And I'm not getting them with one cone. I'm doing it. I'm getting them with 2.
Oh,
because,
roll a con save.
18.
Yeah, you're fine.
Carry on. Oh, actually, roll another con save.
That's a 16.
You're okay. Carry on.
And yeah, I'm fucking great at con saves and nothing else. So first, I will Dragon's Breath. So all of them make a DC 12 Dexterity saving throw.
2 failures on the swarms.
Fuck yeah, we're doing great damage.
And Bryn.
Oh, sorry.
Dex save.
I rolled a 6, so no. Not even if I add stuff.
Oh wait, hang on. No. What does conditions? Does it cause anything to automatically fails any ability check that requires that? That's not. No, never mind. Yeah, so they take 16 points of fire damage.
Halved to 8.
And then I will quicken spell to cast Spray of Cards, which basically a deck of like golden like ebony backed cards comes out, very sort of like Art Deco, and I will just in a just cascade of magic send them forth. Dexterity saving throws once again.
2 failures.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah,
3 failures.
3 failures for another 2d10 4. Oh yes. That is 16 points of force damage, and they're all blinded.
They're all gone.
What about my erstwhile companion?
No, I'm still standing.
Boy. All right. Well, that's all I can do.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll run away from you as well because you got disadvantage, and you don't know where I'm going.
Cool. I will try and hit you. Does a 12 hit?
No. I run away from you.
Just a party of giggling people.
That's my turn.
At the end of your turn, Curry, it is your turn.
I would like to emerge from behind the throne where I've been hiding.
Yep.
And I would like to sit on the throne.
Okay.
Yeah, my throne.
In that moment, as you sit on the throne, I would like you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit.
I curse the next this throne to kill whoever sits upon it.
Well, it is a natural 20 because I have advantage from my.
You feel this. I'm not going to make you use your advantage on that. It's fine. You can have whatever you want to do next. You feel
Well, the other
this.
one was a 1, so I'm definitely using the advantage.
This thing is thrumming with intense power, and the moment that you sit on it, you feel like all-consuming desire to, like, in the shadows around you, focus in on you, as you're sitting on something of intense power, and you are a living entity.
I would like to shout out to all the, like, dwarf corpses.
Mm-hmm.
Your king commands you to arise!
Roll me a d20. I'm going to decide how this goes based on this
20
roll.
hostile
19.
zombies.
19! That is above a 10, so it's lucky for you that it doesn't animate them into Night Swan. As no, these are dead dwarves.
Well, I was hoping for some sort of good necromancy on our side, but for my bonus action, I will once again hide.
So you do that and then jump behind the throne again.
That was a 25 for hiding.
That is hidden. Unfortunately,
It didn't work!
what is about to happen is I genuinely think, Emma, I love you. I think your character might die.
Yeah.
You are surrounded by a swarm that is going to descend upon you, first of all, as my face is bleeding. And is going to rend
Killing me.
rend into you with
Your
a
hubris.
15.
On the money. Oh, how do you want to do it?
Silvery barbs. Going to use my last spell slot.
What's the range of Silvery Bars?
Silvery barbs has a range of 60 feet.
That brings it down to a 13.
Throw you. Thank you.
As yes, you're able in a burst of courage, able to like push your way out of the weakened swarm.
I'll give Emma the advantage.
The large beast made of shadow and death in front of you, however, is going to attack you. It is going to bite you with its despoiling maw for a 20 to hit, not natural. For 14 piercing damage and 5 necrotic damage.
I'm so sorry, Andrew. You wasted your spell slot.
It's worth a try.
Do you go down to 0, Anne?
Yeah.
In that moment, the rest of you see, impossibly, you see the very essence of life inside Rada get consumed by this entity, and the soul of the dwarf is gone and eaten by an aspect of death itself. You, not that it matters at level 4, you can't be returned except by a wish spell.
Aw. Fair enough.
The beast roars and just discards the corpse that otherwise seems unaffected, and then gallops towards you who is standing in front of the throne, Fafnir. But that is what it does. Graf, you're still up.
And blind.
I am. And I can see some little shit with a light.
No, you're blind.
You're blind.
Can I hear them?
With your passive perception of 9, make me a perception check at disadvantage.
I mean, passive perception is minus lower than my passive stealth.
I rolled a 13 on the die.
Minus
Which
1
is
for a 12.
minus
Your
1 for
passive
12.
stealth is what, Hugh?
12.
12. I'm going to say he does know where you are, but this is still going to be at disadvantage to attack extensively.
Yes, but it was more whether I knew which way to go.
Actually, no, this is funny. I want this to happen. This is quite funny.
Can I roll?
You know which direction to go, but you are still standing on like stone steps and throwing stuff. I do need you to make an acrobatics check to try and get to him.
You do know where the direction, you don't know how
I'm
far.
standing in front of a ledge,
Nat 20.
by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. The
Does this not rely on sight?
no, this is just like stumbling through, managing to keep balance and not having to use action to actually get up to you. Does manage to get up to you, can make 2 attacks at disadvantage.
Were there any aren't any nightshades now within range of me?
The
Within 10
shadows.
foot? Nightshades, if they count.
Oh yes, sorry. You would have
because I've only
regained-
just read it. I didn't, because I also didn't do it after the first attack as well. But I think just doing it once makes
You
that
would have
fair.
regained 5 hit points from one of the shadows just disappearing in that burn as the shadows would have collated onto your form.
Can I use up my one magic item that is not a collapsing pole to not heal myself or climb out of here, but to create a pint of olive oil?
You can on your turn.
Once the girl in front of me.
You can on your turn. 2 attacks at disadvantage, Rid.
Cool. The lowest was a 10 for a 14.
Miss.
Second attack.
18.
Shield.
You're striking away at him. Your hand comes down and poof, another burst of golden reflective light parries the blow away from you as you stumble towards him.
He has a better AC than I do,
With shield.
which is the same without shield.
Oh,
Shield
when
plus
you're
2.
when you're a creature, when you're a random.
When you're a stumbling about
Shield was
monster,
plus
yeah.
5.
Is it plus 5?
Yeah,
I
the
thought
shield
it was
spell
The
just
spell
less.
shield is plus 5.
I don't have
A
shield. I've
shield
never
is plus
used
2.
Rin
it.
doesn't play wizards.
Yeah.
Hugh,
It's
it is your
spells
turn.
and shit.
Well, the little shit's right in front of me, so he's
Yep.
getting
Roll a con save.
That's true. Can't say.
17.
You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, he's getting blasted.
Go
Deck
for
save.
it.
He's not blind anymore.
Oh, I should have asked, Geth, does my ring protection still work?
No.
It doesn't matter. Natural 20.
He's still taking 8 points of damage.
Half
What
to
kind?
Fire.
Cool.
half to thought.
And then I will quicken spell to... Ooh, what do I feel like? Don't want to use up that on you. So I'll just quicken spell to shocking grasp you in the head.
Go for it.
Are you wearing metal armor?
No.
He was a monk.
It's a 19 anyway.
It does
You
hit
never
him.
know. We
Well,
are also
damage.
dwarves.
7 damage.
Half to 3.
Stop being resistant to all the damage I do.
I'm still standing.
Cool.
Um,
Oh, I'm
I've
sorry,
run
is that
away from
annoying you?
Attack of opportunity. It does no reaction because
Nope.
of shock and grasp. Sprints away. At the end of Fafnir's turn, there is a loud.
Can I chuck some olive oil behind?
Yes, you can.
As an object interaction.
No,
That's fine.
Can you make the olive oil and do a bonus action quicken spell and do another spell?
I'm fine with it.
It's
Carry
always,
on.
It's always got olive oil loaded.
There is a bellowing roar that echoes through the space, reminiscent of the Balrog, as the night itself begins to lumber towards this space. You can feel like the entities in this space begin to quiver in power as an entity of pure darkness approaches. And some of you might want to start looking for an exit. Curry, you're up.
Exit.
I'm going to start looking for an exit.
Cool. You take a look around. There are a handful of doorways out of this chamber. It's a matter of which one you pick.
Well, I know which way north is.
Yep.
And I know which way we came.
Yep.
And based on that, can I try and, intuit, okay, and from my great knowledge of dwarven kingdoms and such, with my my city secrets, of, any sort of, sewer or, quick, release pipe out of the city for the stuff you don't want lingering around.
Make me a survival check. I'm going to say, because it's all panicking, at disadvantage.
Ah, damn. That's an 18 and a 14 on the dice, so we're going to go with the 14 plus survival minus 1, 13.
You look, you find what you assume to be a servant's door out of here, and you're like, if that leads anywhere, that's the place to go to find something that would get out, and you can bolt for that if you wish.
I will bonus action dash. Is it perchance in the direction of where my gem of brightness was?
I will say yes, but you can also see there is a shadow coalescing around it.
Okay, I'll leave it. I'll just 50 foot to the door.
You go sprinting for the door. The two of you, the one of you who is still alive sees this rogue just leaving with the crown of this kingdom on his head. You assume in that moment, because you're all thieves, that he is betraying you and going to go claim the throne for himself wherever he goes. At the end of Curry's turn, Rada is unfortunately dead and begins to rise up as a shadow sworn. As
a shadow sworn or a night sworn?
Sorry, a night sworn. As Emma, this is your stat block. Should you wish to rush after anyone, feel free. You will have to use your action to get to anyone, but you can get to either of your other companions with a dash.
The one with the crown.
Cool. You chase after the fleeing dwarf. You are now faster as the power of night compels you to sprint after him.
5 whole feet.
And are able to catch up. And you now, Curry, feel that shadowy aura descend over you. You look behind you to see Rada's a metal arm chasing after you, wreathed in shadow. At that point, the beast is going to roar at the person who keeps creating light and heat, and the one living entity still in this space, and is going to charge after you, Hugh. As it descends upon you, it is going to make its despoiling more attack against you. What's your armor class currently with shield up or shield
20.
down? No, shield's down because you had your turn.
No, because I activate after him and he's put it back.
No, you don't.
up,
You activate before him. You're last in initiative. Fafnir's first. So
I remember now.
And you didn't have an attack of opportunity because you were shadow. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's not a natural 20. Jesus, an unnatural 20 to hit you with the bite. That's 10 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And 3 points of necrotic damage. And I need you to make a Constitution save to avoid a disease.
I'm 17.
17, that's fine. It just would have prevented you from healing in any meaningful way.
What was that? So that was the 11 and 4 or 11 and 3?
11 and 3.
11 and 3, which means I'm on a healthy 17.
Healthy 17. The second attack is a natural 19 to hit you.
Yep.
And 10 more points of necrotic damage.
Oh, I will indeed use my my shield, my last first level spell slot.
Does that get you to 90? Does that get you to a 20 AC?
20,
19.
Yeah.
Well, 19 hits you.
No, 20. I get to 20
You
AC.
get to 20 AC with shield.
Yes.
What are you wearing?
Nothing. I'm draconic.
Oh, right. Yes.
Which is why, as I said, he is 1 less AC than me normally.
That loops to Graf, who is still alive and no longer blinded.
Punch in the face.
Here's an AC of 20.
Yeah, first one doesn't hit. Con save as well.
No, he wasn't in your aura at the start of it. It's always the start of his turn.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yes, you're right. That is a 19 for a 23.
Yeah, it'll hit.
For 12 points of damage, 6 and 6.
Well, boys. Oh, can you make a dexterity saving throw or fall prone in the olive oil?
I will say yes, but he still hits you.
Dexterity, DC 10.
It's just whether or not it's embarrassing.
Yes.
11.
I have no
Plus
you
a
think
firm
I'm about
dwarvish
to-
foot to the olive oil.
if it is DC 10 or not.
Let's say it was DC 12 because it is funny as like the shadows go over, but then in the act of like trying to grab him, the legs go out underneath you, and he's still able to potentially flee.
Natural 20 for my con save on dragons. What's it?
Fafnir, it's your turn.
Cool. Well,
Con save.
2 con saves, please. Actually,
21 on one, and 18 on the other.
succeed on both.
Whoa.
Carry on.
And now that he's prone, I'm just going to breathe fire over him, so his disadvantage.
I'm going to say he definitely has disadvantage, mainly because the olive oil will ignite underneath him.
Yes.
Yeah,
overcomes
that's not going to do
resistance
well. I
to-
fail, definitely.
Roll the damage.
And I will use my quicken spell and my last spell slot to do spray of cards once again.
Sure, I'll do the dex save on the beast, which fails.
19 force damage. And 11. Oh, we need to. And 16 fire damage.
So 8 points of fire damage to you, Bryn.
I survive.
And then 19 points of
Force damage, which
force
you're not
damage.
resistant to.
No.
So that's got to take you out.
Yeah, I was on 1.
Yeah. The cards cut through his form.
To be honest, that's all I care about.
However, the other creature will probably gain 9 hit points because I die.
No, it is only the humanoid entities that actually gain from those creatures going down. The creatures themselves don't gain any.
Is the big boy blind now?
No, he succeeded on that save.
Well,
No, wait, no, sorry. The blinding is from the deck of cards, isn't it?
yes.
So he is blind. Sorry.
Ha! I'll run away.
What doesn't hit on the attack of opportunity?
I'll run towards the doorway.
You go sprinting towards the doorway.
Doorway.
Yeah, which
The
doorway?
one that you went through, because
Cool.
I'm going to kill you.
You run into the desecration aura of your other friend who is now
I don't think
a
I can
shadow
get
zombie.
that far, can I?
At this point, at the end of your turn, the foundations of the earth shake as stepping into the room is a 20-foot tall, twisted humanoid shape with fingers longer than each of you individually, dripping with the desolation and oblivion of an endless night and death. Curling wrapped horns break through the stone archway, cracking it and crumbling it to dust through the century of ages as its empty gaze passes around the room and night drifts off the form of the giant night walker that claims dominion over this dwarven hold. Curry, what do you do? First of all, you make a constitution save at the start of your turn.
11 plus something. Plus.
Love how not a
1,
single
12.
thing
You succeed, carry on.
I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Nice.
I will run my 25 feet.
Yep.
Behind me, I'll use my action for create bonfire to fill the hallway with flames.
Make a dex save, Emma.
I love that we're all of us resistant to poison damage, and yet not one thing. All of it's been necrotic.
How much, Emma?
Gavin
Emma, sorry?
loves necrotic damage.
18.
18. Half damage, Andrew?
Is it an all or nothing?
Was it
If it's a cantrip, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, there's just a bonfire
You
behind
can
me.
just walk through the fire, Emma. Which it is your turn, so you can walk through the fire and chase after him if you wish.
Gonna walk through the fire and chase the king.
Yeah, cool.
No,
Make 2 attack rolls
I'm
against
the
him, please.
king. I'm the king.
Andrew,
Actually, my armor's not magical anymore, is it? Because
No.
Emma died.
so one of those will possibly miss. 9, I think, doesn't hit.
9 misses me.
Excellent. And then a 21.
I think you'll find I have the monarch's fortune.
You just decide it misses. The crown
Yep.
glows with a brief bit of light, which angers you further, Emma, and blinds you in the moment, sending the attack wide. Just for the sake of it, as I am running out of a little bit of time, because I have to go do something immediately after this. Hugh, I want a summary from you. Hugh and Andrew, I want summaries from you of what you're going to attempt in this, overarching thing.
Sprinting out back the way.
Sprinting out the
basically
corridor
sprinting to
you
an
found.
exit.
Hugh, you're
Now,
going to jump
yes.
through the fire that's been left behind by an
Oh, yeah.
ally. You jump through the fire. You take, probably by the end of the save and resistance, 1 point of fire damage, let's be honest. You jump through. Emma probably slashes at you on the way through. So, Emma, I would like you to just make an attack of opportunity on Hugh to see whether he lives long enough.
That's a 7 to hit.
Nope.
Doesn't hit. The two of you go running through the corridors, the sound of the Night Walker echoing behind you as the beast and other entities begin crashing down the corridor behind you, the shadows pushing in. There are traps that you are constantly having to dive over. At one point, a scything blade cuts both of you out at the knees, scraping you down, slowing you down even further, running, until you eventually come, this is the pathway, you feel it this way, this is the pathway that would lead to an exit, you know this is the way out, and then poof, it's a sealed doorway. The entire mountain range was sealed by the king nearly a millennia ago, and there is no exit out of here. And you both turn around as your torches and lanterns begin to gutter out as their fuel runs out and the shadows grow closer and the leering horned skull of the Nightwalker pushes through the darkness into your faces. And what are your final thoughts in this moment?
I shot the crown.
And the light cuts, dwindles away, and shadow reclaims these dwarven halls once again. And we will find out whether our original heroes on this world of Kaldruin and the world of Elvoria ever find out what happened here in the future. But until such a chapter is ever written, see you later.